Hey guys, it's TEW2013 here and welcome to episode 7 of WWE. It's a new day as we try and take the disaster that is the WWE at the moment and turn it into something watchable. Try and build stars, because that's something WWE is going to lack at the moment, with John Cena taking a break, Randy Orton now injured, unfortunately Seth Rollins injured. Wish the champ all the best in his recovery. Awful injury that's going to take him out for 6 to 9 months. You never want to see that nasty looking knee injury. We can only hope he recovers soon and comes back better than ever. I think a lot of people agree with me in saying it's going to be a hell of a pop when he comes back, probably as a babyface. But like everything else, the show must go on. We still have Cena. We don't have Orton due to his wellness violation. We still have Rollins. The show must go on, and let's hope we can have a good episode here. This is number 7. As I think this will be the week they're in the UK. What I'll do is, to keep it in line with real life, we'll do our go home show in the UK before Survivor Series, just to add a wee bit of realism to it. This episode is booked, if I go to my history, the Coors Event Centre in the Mid-South. I believe it might be Denver, Colorado. I'm not actually sure. I don't actually know where everything is in America, but hey, we'll see what we can do with this show. Managed to fill up the full 125 minutes. We have 5 pre-show matches and 16 segments on the main card. So yeah guys, enjoy another episode of Monday Night Raw, minus the WWE's adverts. So we've got 10,430 people live in attendance in a solid match that had solid in-ring action, non-existent crowd heat. Tyler Breeze defeated Darren Young in 5:35 by pinfall with we'll just say the beauty shot. D45, Tyler has debuted a spoiled brat gimmick. This got an initial 96 rating. Excellent from the announce team. No skill improvements here, just a match to give Tyler Breeze some main roster experience. Negatives, holding back for both men, plus the inconsistency and poor gimmick of Darren Young, but pretty much a good opening contest to start the show. Next up, an extremely short match, Becky Lynch defeats Alicia Fox in 4:51 with a hard knocks. D-37, Alicia's off her game, great chemistry between them. I think once we establish both of them a bit of overness, we could maybe get some better matches down the line. No skill improvements. Negatives here, mostly for Alicia Fox. Nothing too important there. Another Divas bout, and a bout that featured solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. Asuka and Charlotte defeated Naomi and Tamina in 7:54 when Charlotte defeated Tamina by pinfall. A D45 as we build up Asuka and Charlotte. Tamina's improving her performance skills. Not very difficult because she's not the greatest. Negatives here. Quite a few people holding back as always. Poor psychology for Naomi. A few poor gimmicks as well. Then a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat. In the match of, I never really did anything for these guys. Bad News Barrett, the Big Show and The Miz defeat Damien Sandow and Los Matadores in 7:19 when Bad News Barrett hit Diego with the Wasteland and then pinned him. C-54, good win for the heels. The Miz is improving his performance skills, and the dirt sheet has lots of negatives, but it's a pre-show so we don't mind as much. And then a match that had some good action and average heat. Finn Balor defeats Ryback in 10 minutes and 10 by pinfall with the coup de grace. C65, no skill improvements. Overall, really good as we continue to build Balor up before we debut him. We then start the show with the COO of the WWE, Triple H, who is in the ring. He takes the microphone and says, "We are just 2 weeks away from the 29th annual Survivor Series, and what a way to cap off a memorable occasion with a true battle of survival. A 6-man elimination match inside the chamber for the WWE World Heavyweight title or championship, just anything bar belt. Where we will see Dean Ambrose defend his championship against Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Roman Reigns, and 2 other men. He's then interrupted by Chris Jericho's music, Break the Walls Down, and Chris Jericho heads to the ring. Well, Hunter, I see you have 2 spots still to fill in this chamber, and I'm sure if the WWE needs as much star power as possible in that chamber match, So what I'm proposing is, Hunter then interrupts Jericho and says, Jericho, I know what you're proposing. I like it. You're in. But on one condition. Tonight you join forces with Sheamus and Seth Rollins and take on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns in a 3-on-2 handicap match. Participate in that, and you're in. Jericho pauses, but then shakes hands with Hunter and has a massive smirk on his face in true Jericho fashion. A B83 is a good opener to the show and builds up one of our matches later on. Triple H enjoyed the freedom of going off script. Yeah, nothing else to report there, except our main event, or one of our main events, has been set. And about it had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Curtis Axel defeated R-Truth in 5:34 by pinfall with a fast roll-up in our opening contest. A D-40. R-Truth and Curtis Axel don't seem to click, and it made for an awkward bout. R-Truth's improving his performance skills. Few negatives there. But again, we'll work on that over time, as this was just a lay into an angle. Coming up now. After the break, R-Truth staggers backstage where he sees the Miz in the background and he's clapping sarcastically in true Miz fashion. Well, Truth, what's it gonna be? I mean, you lost again. Don't you think it's time? Time, says Truth. You damn skippy hippie, right, it's time. I've had enough of this. Let's do this shiz. Glad to have you back, says the Miz, as both men shake hands. Potential heel turn for R-Truth was hinted at during this segment. He's turned. The turn was a complete success and it's a C61. R-Truth aligning with the Miz. What will this mean going forward? We see the Miz and R-Truth walking down the corridor after this, where we see Los Matadores and they're talking to each other. Miz barges into Diego and says, "Excuse me? Do you have a problem?" Diego says, yeah, and before he can say no more, Miz and R-Truth start ambushing Los Matadores with lefts and rights, and then Fernando gets thrown into a container by R-Truth. Miz then grabs Diego from behind and nails him with the skull-crushing finale. Miz turns around again and says, "We were awesome." And Truth ends it by saying, "And that's the truth. Awesome Truth are back." Had nothing for either guy to do. I loved Awesome Truth back in the day. It was really good a couple of years ago. And them talking about it on the round table just made me, I had to do it. I had to put them together. They seemed to have a really good time together at that time frame. And I'm hoping to push on Awesome Truth as an inner tag division. So a couple of negatives there, but it was just to turn R-Truth as part of the storyline. Next up and about, it featured solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. The New Day, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods defeated Jimmy Uso and the Lucha Dragons in 6 minutes and 10, when Xavier Woods defeated Jimmy Uso by pinfall with a TKO. This is building up Xavier Woods in this match by him getting the pinfall. Of course, on mine, made other Uso, Jimmy, I believe, Jey Uso, sorry, take surgery, and he's going to be out for a year, so we can't exactly bring him back anytime soon. But D plus 51. Kalisto's improving his performance skills. We're always going to get negatives, but hopefully these kind of matches can get a better crowd reaction for Kalisto and better psychology. Next up and about, it featured solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. Sasha Banks defeated Natalya, Paige and Emma in 7:42, when Sasha Banks defeated Emma with a wheelbarrow bulldog. D45. The announcing quality lifted the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Paige is improving performance skills and Emma's improving her flying skills. Basically, why they do this match? To put Sasha over, and I may as well just make that a number one contenders match as well. Next up in a match that had some good action and average heat, Stardust and Rusev defeated Neville and Dolph Ziggler in 9:37, when Stardust defeated Neville with a Crossroads. This is C-59. Although it says the end of the summer storyline, it's just because I've still got them in a feud. I just put them together for the sake of building towards a Survivor Series match. Dolph Ziggler's improving his Rumble skills, and yeah, usual negatives there, but I'm okay with that. It gets the baby faces a bit of heat to try and overcome from the two heels going over. Next up, and about the featured solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, the Wyatt family of Luke Harper, Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt defeated Fandango and the Dudley Boys in 8:15 when Bray Wyatt defeated Fandango with a standing senton splash. C61 again just putting Strowman with more experienced guys to help him and giving the easy victory to the Wyatt family as well. Bubba Ray Dudley and Braun Strowman are both improving performance skills, so that's what you like to see. Most of your negatives here are going to be for declining physical ability, poor gimmicks, and a lot of Braun Strowman negatives. After the match, we got a promo from Bray Wyatt. You see this right here? This is the true Brothers of Destruction. Me and my brothers, Luke Harper and Braun Strowman, and together this Wyatt family has raised hell upon this earth. Kane, Undertaker, it's time to move along. The new face of here is here to take over. So we propose a challenge in the name of survival. I will bring my family, and you bring yours, Undertaker, and we will see you at the Survivor Series. Run, Taker, while you can. So B-72 there, Bray Wyatt issuing the challenge to Undertaker and Kane. As that storyline continues, no skill improvements, just a poor gimmick on Bray. Next up, a music video is shown of The Undertaker and Kane, and it documents the history of the Brothers of Destruction, from Taker's debut, to Kane's debut, to their collisions and then their alliances. And then until the Wyatt family took them out. The video ends with the words, "We will rise again." Is that them accepting? We'll find out. But B-73 adds on the feud a wee bit more heat. Oh, this actually got a pleasantly good result. I'm quite happy with this. And about that featured great action and a good crowd. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns defeated Chris Jericho, Sheamus and Seth Rollins in a handicap match in 13:45 when Make Roman Look Strong defeated Sheamus by pinfall. Again, just try to build up Roman Reigns. Since I did it in real life, we may as well push him to the main event here as well. But B-79, the Battle of Survivor storyline continues, and it teases a bit between them. Is Dean Ambrose going to be okay? Can he manage to defeat his friend in this big match? Has a lot of questions going into the match, but Dean Ambrose is improving his performance skills and Sheamus on his technicals. What's the negatives there for inconsistency, poor gimmicks, and Dean Ambrose as usual because someone's playing his gimmick better. Roman picks up the win, but then the other two heels quickly assault him and Ambrose on the outside, and it turns out to be Jericho, Rollins and Sheamus all ganging up on him. The three of them beat him down before Ambrose gets back in the ring to put up a fight. It's now 3v2 again, and then the Big Show's theme song hits, and he heads to the ring. All the heels, I'm having terrible writing here, but all the heels are backing off, leaving Reigns and Ambrose staggering, before he turns round and nails both the babyfaces with a KO punch. Big Show grabs the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and signals his intention to win the world title, while the other three heels look on with worry. This was all typed out during Raw, so that's probably why it was like main event time and tiredness leads to mistakes, but that's cool. That's what we're aiming for. Big Show is going to be in the match as well. They will be the 6 men within the chamber. Big Show just adding a bit of star power in there. C+68. The storyline continues. Nothing else just apart from a couple of poor gimmicks. Next up, it's time for our main event of the evening, and here comes, it's Big Match John again, ready for another John Cena United States Open Challenge. He grabs the mic and says, "The champ is here." Sorry, he doesn't grab the mic, sorry. The champ is here, and he heads to the ring and throws his towel into the crowd. He then takes the mic from the lovely Lillian Garcia. "How you all doing tonight? You sound real hot, and what a better way to end the show than with the John Cena United States Open Challenge. Let's give another superstar an opportunity of a lifetime. So if you want some, come get some." John Cena improvised well throughout the segment. The crowd waits in anticipation of who's going to open the who's going to answer the John Cena Open Challenge. Who will it play? Who will it be? We have some sirens playing in the background. This means that answering tonight's John Cena Open Challenge is none other than Cesaro. He heads out to the ring, and the Cesaro section goes wild. It's Cena versus Cesaro, and it's our main event. So C-59, It's going to be John Cena, Cesaro. How will that deliver? C plus 68, not too bad considering the mod they're playing. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. John Cena defeats Cesaro in 15-14 by pinfall with an AA. John Cena makes defense number 7 of his WWE United States title. Performance of John Cena stood out as being good. Cena's improving his technical skills. Negatives here. Both men holding back. Cesaro not dealing with the pressure. Cesaro's inconsistency. And Cena's poor gimmick. Plus the two baby faces. But I wanted to give a babyface a try in this match. The crowd was burnt out despite a poor segment before it. And the title prestige. But of course we're building it up over time. Cena picks up the win and celebrates with the crowd, cheering as Cesaro heads to the back. He grabs a mic to cut a promo. Now that was a hell of a match. Cesaro, all the credit in the world goes to you, sir. That was incredible. Thank you for that match. Now to you, Mr. Barrett. I know you're back there. You claim royalty is going to take this United States Championship off me. Well, if that's the case, next week you will get your last opportunity. You beat me and you become the new United States champion. Good luck, son, because you're going to need it. B plus 84 continues the feud between Barrett and Cena. And we end the show with B minus 74, so still not quite at level we need to be in the US, but gaining pop abroad. So again, it will take a wee while till we get the superstars put over. We pretty much only really have Ambrose, Lesnar, and Cena at the moment. I don't want to use Lesnar all the time. I want to have a good bit of realism towards it. But again, I'm pretty happy. And I say we hopefully have a good go home show. I've got my card put together. It's just getting those storylines completed, and then we'll have an idea where we're going next week. Raw was pretty good. Superstars was okay. Few things. Email up to a 5.61 on the USA Network. A 2.55 on Sportsnet 360, a 1.87 in J Sports Plus, and a 1.85 on 5.2 Mexico, and down a little bit in Canal 5. But as I say, we're just slowly building along towards Survivor Series. Once we get through, probably I think December is when we'll have proper individual storylines. I just want to do the Chamber, want to do a couple of big matches. You can see one of the new signings coming up there for the available to start work tomorrow. Again, they'll probably not debut until after Survivor Series, but just adding a little bit of star power to the roster. But say that's it, just a in-gap week. We'll have the go-home show, and then in the Sunday before Survivor Series, we'll have our Survivor Series up. And of course, it's going to be a lot different because of the tournament that WWE is going to have. So thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you have any comments on the show, let me know down below as well. Who do you think is going to win the WWE's tournament for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in real life? Let me know in the comments section as well. If you aren't already subscribing, hit the subscribe button, and these videos will drop in every Monday, plus the TNA ones every Tuesday and Friday. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye bye.